And joining us right now, the head coach of the San Diego State Aztecs, ranked number 7 in the nation, Mr. Steve Fisher. Coach, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Chris. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you, sir. First of all, I know I saw you at the Poinsettia Bowl, and I don't know that the fans realize how much all of you guys in that Aztec athletic department support each other. And I'm pretty sure you were about as happy as anybody to see that performance that the football team turned in last Thursday night, and just kind of keep the Aztec momentum rolling.
Without question, they did all of us proud with not only the effort in the Poinsettia Bowl, but the season that they had. It was fantastic. It's unfortunate they don't have what we have, which is a playoff, where you have people with an opportunity to advance and win a national championship instead of the mythical one that they'll crown with Auburn in Oregon. But I get on the soapbox and preach on that one. But very proud of what they did, and we all cheer for one another in all our sports.
Coach, I know you and Brady Hoke probably have so much to do. I don't know how much time you get to talk, but is there any way, Coach, since you already, you did the Michigan thing and had a great career there, that maybe you could just talk to Coach Hoke real quick and just tell him, Michigan really isn't all that it's cracked up to be, and that he ought to just consider staying at San Diego State from here on out?
Well, Brady knows what he's doing. Brady's had a tenure there also, although it was as an assistant. So
I know.
I think he's got his feet firmly planted in terms of knowing where he's going and what he's doing, and hopefully we will keep him here with us for quite some time.
No question about it. All right, Coach, 14-0, still ranked number 7 in the nation. Little break in the schedule. I know you got Occidental coming up on Friday, and then you head into conference play. Break come at a good time, get a little rest. You guys played an awful lot of games in a short amount of time there in December, and some travel mixed in there. Seemed like the break comes at a nice time.
It came as a wonderful time for us, given everything. The fact that obviously we won 14 straight games, injuries or illness with both Kawhi and Chase Tapley and a couple of others a little bit under the weather. I think it's time that players can get away from the coaches, take a deep breath, be with their families for Christmas and a few days, and same thing with the coaches. I'm standing outside of Torrey Pines High School right now. I was here all day yesterday, and we'll be here until I go to practice later this afternoon, and our kids are coming in. But the break for us was perfectly timed. Could not have come better.
I know that you said in the one game last week in Vegas, and, 2 tight games, and you kind of had all of us sweating it out, with the win streak going and everything. And, again, credit to your guys. I mean, even on a night when things aren't going, the way you'd like, you still find a way to win. And I've always felt that's a sign of a good team, although I know people want you to, to win every game by 30 points. It's not realistic. But you said in the San Francisco game, really for the first time all year, you were coaching effort a little bit. Your guys, you didn't feel gave you the best effort. Looking back on both those games, San Francisco and IUPUI, did you guys play a little tight in those games? Do you sense that maybe the number 7 ranking is in their heads a little bit? Is that something you're concerned about?
I guess when you don't play as well as you would like, you look at all the reasons that are there.
Yeah.
But I hope that that's not it. If they want to be good, they got to think they're good, and I think the really good teams are able to do that. What happened with us in Vegas the first game? I made reference to that. They played harder than we did. We had more talent, so that is unacceptable. We found a way to win because we had better players. As we get into conference play, that won't be the case. On our second game against IUPUI for the second time, some people said, well, they should have lost. It could not have been further from the truth. We had a 20-5 run in the second half, led by 13, and then we couldn't throw the ball in the ocean the last 6 minutes. We didn't score a point. But I think that was, to some degree, a credit to IUPUI for playing a really good zone. We probably should have worked to try to get something going to the rim. We didn't do that. But we got beat by a good team. I mean, we beat a good team. We beat a good team in a close game where we go 6 minutes without a basket, and still hang on to win. The same team that led Ohio State by 9 points with 8 minutes to go in the game, and Ohio State went on a run like we did to win the game by about 8 or 9. So we have to play better if we want to win and win in our league the way we want to. If we don't play better than we did in Vegas at TCU and Utah, we won't win. But hopefully we will play better in both of those games. We have found a way when we had to get victories, and our goal is between now and when we go to TCU to get our team better than we were at our best.
Steve Fisher, coach of the Aztecs, ranked number 7 in the nation. Coach, you kind of touched on it, but in dealing with the number 7 ranking and dealing with the undefeated start, I mean, frankly, this is uncharted territory for your kids and for this program. Again, do you guys openly talk about this? Do you meet it face on, head on? Or would you rather just kind of go along and go about your business and let the rankings take care of themselves?
I think you deal with everything that comes your way. And when you and all the sports writers and talk show people talk about it, you can't help but hear it. And that's a question that everybody asks. So, yeah, we embrace it. And we talk about the fact that we are one of now, Chris, a handful of teams in the United States of America at the Division I level still undefeated.
Yep. Be
proud of that. But you can't say that's what you are and just sit on your duff. You have to go out and work to get better. And that's our goal. You can't be playing afraid to be successful or afraid of failure. You've got to go out and compete. I've always preached, I'll never take you out for making a mistake. Don't look over at the bench when something bad happens. Play in the moment. And that's we've done a pretty good job of that, led by DJ Gay, our veteran senior captain, who I think everybody feeds off of. And that's what it's going to take. You know our league. We've got a terrific league, 1 through 9, and we got, again, 4 teams that are all thinking, maybe 5 teams that think they can be in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I know. But I know a lot of the fans probably think, well, let's get into league and just run through this league now. I mean, it's going to be unbelievable how good your conference is going to be. You're going to have so many great, big time games. And then you throw in the road trips that you guys have. I mean, the Wyoming trips and the Air Force trips and the Colorado State trip. These are trips where you're playing teams that people look at and say, well, you ought to handle these games easily. But those are people saying that have never actually made those road trips into the altitude. So you have so many challenges still ahead, and I think that's exciting because you're going into it knowing that you've got some weapons to bring into those gunfights.
What's exciting is we know we're a good team, and we know that the challenges will be there 1 through 16. And when we go to TCU, probably won't have a full house. They'll have a better crowd than they've had, and they will be undefeated in league play, and their kids will be thinking they can win the conference championship. So we need to make sure that we prepare ourselves and not so much worry about who we're playing, but make sure that we've got ourselves prepared to play as hard as we can and as smart as we can. The one thing we've consistently done, Chris, is we've really done a great job of sharing the basketball offensively. It's as unselfish a team as there is in the United States. And through 14 games, if you look at the body of work, we've really played and competed at a high level. And when you do that, you've got a chance to be successful.
Coach, so far so good. It has been a great ride so far. All of us Aztecs have enjoyed every bit of it to this point, and look forward to it. I know you got the game Friday afternoon at Occidental. It'll be a nice way for people to come out and see your ball club on New Year's Eve, and a little tune-up and get you ready for conference play. Thanks for the time. Happy New Year, Coach, and I can't wait for January, February, and March.
Yes, Chris, I appreciate that. Let's make sure we get Beth Burns and her lady crew a couple of victories here as they're starting on their tournament here in San Diego, and see if we can get everybody off to a great start for 2011.
How about, they win tonight, and they're going to play Texas A&M most likely on Thursday night. And Texas A&M on the women's side is the number 7 ranked team in the nation. Interesting how everything. A little irony there for you, Coach. The number 7 women's team.
I don't know about irony, but if I'm a coach of another team, I wouldn't want to be coming in and playing the Beth Burns coach team. She's as good as there is, and she will have her team ready to play tonight. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to play Texas A&M.
Yeah. I was giving. I didn't ask you this, but I mean, their run to the Sweet 16 last year, and you guys are so close. Is that giving you guys a little bit of an impetus to make, you know what I'm saying, to kind of say, hey, they did that, we can do that too?
I don't know that I would say that, but I do know that we were extremely proud of what Beth and her ball club did last year. They were fantastic, especially down the stretch in the conference tournament and in the NCAA tournament. And hopefully they showed us what you have to do and the level you have to play at in order to win at this in this level in the NCAA tournament. So she showed us the way. Now we've got to follow the roadmap to see if we can duplicate what she did last year.
That'd be great, Coach. All right, thanks again, Coach. Have a great holiday and Happy New Year.
Okay, Chris, thank you.
You betcha. Steve Fisher there.